Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. If you didn't know, now you know. You don't see face cam very often, but here is what I look like. It is part 26 of Mystery Nail Art Challenge. Super exciting, and in this season, we're doing the cards, right? Yes, we're doing the cards. Let me go get those. All right, so we've got these nail cards. These are the Nailed It nail cards from Galore Nails. She doesn't have like a website. You just hit her up on Instagram. And she's got this deck number 1 and deck number 2, which has more options, a little bit more advanced skill level. And so if you didn't watch the previous ones of these, the way this is gonna work is we're gonna pull 4 cards. And based on what those 4 cards give us, we're gonna figure out some nails to do with them. Now, I'm not gonna take duplicates. So if I have a color, I'm gonna skip it. If I have a length, I'm gonna skip it. If I have like an accent nail, I'm gonna skip it until I have 4 cards that are independent from each other. Oops. Now, also, because I already have nails on, I'm not gonna take a shape or a length card because these are predetermined, unfortunately. Normally I would leave those in here, but we're not going to be able to do that. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if that's going to leave us 4 cards to work with. There might only be 5 categories. Let me just confirm. Treasure cards, wild cards, length cards, shape cards, theme cards, accent cards. Okay, so it does leave 4 if we use the treasure card. We'll do 3. We'll do 3 cards because I don't know about them treasure cards. Maybe makes us use treasure. We'll see. All right, so theme. Cartoon. Not my favorite theme, but it's okay. See, that's a shape. We're gonna skip it. That's a shape. We're gonna skip it. Let's see what our accent is gonna be. Glitter. Okay, I love glitter. So cartoon with glitter accent. And we already have a theme. Let's see what kind of colors we're gonna be working with. Okay, so it's like white, like a light peachy orange, like a earthy olive green. This is kind of like a hot pink, and then maybe like a sky bluish. Okay, I can work with those colors. And now we need one more card that isn't one we already have of that type. I guess it's gonna be treasure. Okay. Gold. Okay, so we're gonna use some sort of gold, some glitter. Might even can combine it, make it gold glitter. We're gonna do a cartoon theme with these colors. Okay, all right. Let me go gather some supplies. All right, I've got a vision. So I've picked out this cute little dragon stamping plate. They're little cartoon dragons. And I'm gonna use this hollow and gold polish that's glitter to satisfy my gold and my glitter. And I'm gonna put that on top of this shimmery black. And then I'm gonna use these 3 colors for dragons. So we'll have 3 dragons. Those fit within the card colors. And then I'm gonna use this for some backgrounds as well, because it is reflective and also in that green. So those are the colors I'm gonna go with. We're gonna do some reverse stamping. It's gonna be super cool. All right, so let's pick out our favorite 3 little dragons that we want to use. They're all so cute. I think I want this guy because he's a little goofy looking. And then maybe this one, he's got cool hair, but like this one also. We'll take this guy because he's got his wings spread out. Yeah, we're gonna take him. He's cool looking. So let's do that. Let's get those picked up. And that way they can get to drying because we're gonna have to color them in. Let me actually turn this over. Get our little stampers uncapped. We're gonna start over here with this cute little guy. We definitely decided we wanted him. Let me pull this down. gently scrape. Let's roll that across there. Yeah, we're gonna have to try that again. This plate is fresh, so I think we just need to go across it and like prime it, because I know that sometimes if you acetone it after you first open it, it does help. I think maybe the sticky from the films often make it not want to pick up as well at first. Now let's try it. That definitely looked like a better scrape. Oh yes, and definitely a much better pickup. Let's clean that up around him. And we'll set that guy to the side. Let's come over here and get his goofy looking little friend. Very cute. Perfect pickup. And then, which was the third one we were going to use? I got my head all in the way. Ah, this one with the spread wings. That's right. Let's get him. I just made a terrible mess. Excellent. And it's getting here too. It's hard to pick up these stampers sometimes, so don't set them down on a flat surface. Keep them on your towel. Alright, perfect. Alright, now let me clean this up and then I'll be right back. Alright, before we start painting our nails, let's go ahead and get our base colors down on these so they can start to dry. Kind of gotta zigzag back and forth on our tasks. So our accent nail is going to be the black with the gold, and then we'll do that sparkly green underneath our little dragons. Alright, there's those two. This one I'm probably going to have to do a couple of layers because it's a bit sheer. But I don't want to use it sheerly. Crap, I hit my nail on this one and messed it up. That is one of the things I hate. And when you have long nails, you're more likely to do that because they are extended past your realm of awareness where your fingers are. And so sometimes you can't tell they're as close as they are. So it's like a bit of a objects in the mirror, maybe closer than they appear situation. Alright, so that will dry. I'm gonna fix that one. Alright, I've put 3 layers on this green. Like, it's still kind of sheer, but it also looks really cool. Let's put some of this gold on this black. That's pretty. Look at the sparkle on that one. Goodness, that's beautiful. I think I need to put some more on this one over here. It's not quite as thick. Now, I've got quite a few layers of stuff on here, so I'm gonna have to let this dry for a minute. So I will actually get started on painting our dragons while trying to protect this hand, and then I'll come back when the dragons are painted. Okay, so I've got my little dragons painted, got my polish on here. It's mostly dry. They should be able to stick, I think. But if not, we've got the sticky base coat. So, let's see about getting these guys put on here. You know, I think I am just going to go ahead and put a little bit of sticky base coat. It's a great tool to have to reinvigorate the stickiness of your polish for when you're doing reverse stamping, because your paint will dry pretty thoroughly while you're making your stamps, plus you want those to dry pretty thoroughly. We'll give that just one moment and let's try and decide here. So we've got a pinky, a middle finger, and an index finger. Maybe this order is fine, like pink, blue, and then the orange, pink, blue, orange. I guess we'll just put them at the bottom, right? I was hoping to be able to, like, you know, put some half on bigger or whatever than the others, but they're really kind of small. So I think it's just going to make the most sense to just stick them at the bottom. So we're gonna try and line this guy up here at the bottom. Perfect. Look how cute he is. He is adorable. And I made their little chests the gold glitter as well. It's funny because like this paint looks really gold in the camera, but like it's like lime green. Let me get him on here. Alright. He is on there, and of course it gouged a little bit, but I'm able to smush it around. And then we have one more. That one's not quite as centered, and I kind of messed up his eye. That's alright. Alright, yeah, I didn't gouge that one at least. How cute are they? They're adorable. Alright, let's go in with our Maniology Aqua Topper. I experimented with this recently, and it goes on with like a gel-like finish. It's super, super thick, so it looks amazing. And it's a smudge-free. Alright, so let's look. Look at that. Look how nice that looks. It's just so thick. It gives it depth. It gives it magnification. It looks phenomenal and does not mess up your decoration. You know, I would say that this nail set is not half bad. I don't usually love getting the cartoon theme. I have some limited options in the cartoon stamping plate realm. I've got some more coming. But the thing is, with cartoons, their colors are often so specific that if the card I draw doesn't have the right colors, it can get a little bit weird. And like for me, I feel like it when it says cartoon, it means like characters, not just like an art style. But, you know, the thing about it is it's open to interpretation. So whatever you think it means is what it means. I'm actually going to put some of this on this glittery ones too, just because it makes it look so good. I want those to bling. Yes, look how beautiful. If you haven't got these cards, I do highly recommend. I will be leaving a link to her Instagram in the description, so you're able to find her. Definitely go ahead and get signed up. They are so much fun. Even when I'm not doing a video or nails on my own, I like to pull cards and just like make a nail based on the cards that I pulled. You can do 1 card, you can do 2 cards, you can do 3 cards, you can do 5. Like whatever you want to do to ramp up your challenge level is absolutely acceptable. It's just a whole lot of fun. Those are so cute. Cannot say that's not cute. That is adorbs. This guy, we're gonna say he had some sort of incident. That's what happened to his eye. But we need to let this dry. As it is a smudge free, it takes a little bit of time. Once it is dry though, we'll be able to go in and put a real regular quick dry top coat on to seal them in. So I'm gonna come back when we're ready to do that, and in the meantime I'm gonna think about if there's anything else we want to add. So I actually decided I'm gonna go in and put a little bit of bling on these gold nails. A little bit more treasure, no big deal. I'm gonna use 4 rhinestones only from China Glaze as the adhesive. It air dries and it is good. You put that on there right and you use enough, they ain't going nowhere. I usually have to remove them with like nippers. And I'm gonna use this dotting tool to apply, and the wax pencil to pick them up. I've got them sitting over here. Let's get started. So for the first one, I'm just gonna put the drop straight on my nail because it's a pretty big piece of jewelry. So let's do that, and then I'm gonna try and get it on there straight. These heavy ones often struggle with the wax pencils, and then I just end up having to pick it up with my hand, and it seems like that's what we're gonna do with this one too. It's just gonna have wax dried all over it, and so afterwards I'll have to clean it. I want to make sure I'm getting this on here straight. I am notorious for having my bling leaning one side or the other, but I think that is straight. At least it's in the middle. I don't know if like the top to bottom is straight, but we'll hope for the best. So I put that right there. And then we're gonna let that start to dry. And I wanna come in here and get this one put on, but like I'm afraid if I do that, this guy's gonna try and slide around. So maybe I should just wait a moment. We can though start putting the little stones that go with it on there. So that'll be fine. All of these stones are like a light green shade, so they go with the paint on the other nails. However, that may make them a smidgen difficult to see. And then I'm gonna put some gold caviar beads with them. All right, and let's put the ones on this side. Does that look straight? I want it to be kind of going across like a ring, but we'll put the beads on last. Now let's look. We've got this gap here on this side, and we've got this gap here on this side. This gap seems smaller, which means it's not straight somehow, but whatever. All right, let's work on this one. We are also gonna need a big chunk, and then I'm gonna have to like really look down the barrel of this one. It's got a pretty healthy sized charm for over here. Does it look straight? I think. We also have some little accent stones to go over here with this one. And of course we'll put the caviar beads as well, but not till last. How's that? I think that's even. Definitely sparkly. So I'm going to have to let this dry a little bit. Let me zoom in so I can show it to you while we're waiting for it to dry. So here's that one. Yes. And then here's this one. Yes. So once that's had a little bit of time, we're going to go ahead and stick the caviar beads on. I'm going to use these gold ones because of course I am. And then we'll reinforce everything at the end, but I will be back when we're ready to put on the caviar beads. All right, let's go in and caviar bead this one. We're gonna get our tool and put some of the 4 rhinestones only on here because it's gotta have somewhere for them to go. I think that looks pretty good. And so once that is nice and dry, then we're gonna start the reinforcement process. But we can go over here now on this one. And these are going to be our big beads because this is a pretty big blingy area. See, like the end of your pins can get pretty crusty here. And so it's got some dried 4 rhinestones on it. Try and get that off a little bit. All right, let's put some of those on the other side. Okay, all right, we're making progress. We're gonna get some in these 4 sections as well. Okay, that looks pretty good. Looks like a jewelry inlay. Okay. I think we're gonna let that be for the caviar beads. Now we just have to wait for this to dry and then we'll come back and reinforce. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so it's reinforcement time, and what that means is I'm gonna take this little brush and I'm gonna go around all of this and add some more of the 4 rhinestones only, just to make sure everything is sealed in really well. And then at the end, we'll top coat it all in as well. And this really does just help everything stick because it grips around all of your decoration, which is important because if it's snaggly, it's going to be more likely to come off. And this stuff dries down super, super, super thin because it is nail polish. So you don't have to worry about putting too much on there. And you also don't have to be as cautious about not getting it on the stones because when it dries down, it's going to be paper thin anyway. Look, it wasn't even in the camera. I really got to do good at looking at that, which I do not. All right, let's add some to this one as well. So then we're going to take just the 4 rhinestones on a bottle brush. We're going to go down here and add some of this because ultimately it is a top coat. It is going to dry down. It's not going to be sticky and it's going to have it nice and sealed in. We will use a different top coat on the other nails though, a more traditional top coat. I only use this one as my top coat when I am putting it around some stones. Yes, look how pretty that's looking. Once it is fully dry, I would recommend getting like a lint-free wipe and some alcohol and shining up your stones because they've got little wax bits all over them and that's not cute. And then I'm gonna top coat these dragons. Nice, thick, sèche vive. This is another one that has the thickness kind of like a gel, but it's just nail polish. So that is that. Of course, these are wet, so they're gonna have to dry. And I'm gonna get you some photos too. I will insert those here. Let me know what you think of these nails. Was this a successful mystery nail art? I really like it. I think these came out quite cute. And I have a lot of fun playing with those cards. So again, I'll be linking that. And if you don't have them, get them. They are a really good time. And then also, let me know what you would have done for a nail design if you had pulled these cards. It can be based on the supplies you already have. It can be based on just what you would like to do if you, let's say, had no limitations, whatever the case may be. Definitely do want to hear from you. Make sure you're subscribed so you're not missing my videos. We have a good time here. And definitely make sure you're following my socials. I post things over there that don't always make it over here. And of course, check the links and the discount codes in the description. There are several different sellers down there. And if you purchase from any of them, you might as well use that code and get a discount. If you haven't watched any of the other seasons of mystery nail art, definitely go check those out. Each season's a little different. So the first season we did mystery nail art items. So like it would be like, here's some stones, or here's some charms, or here's some foil, or whatever. Second season we did mystery polishes, and this is the third season, and so we're doing the nail cards. I'm having a great time. But that is pretty much it. These are super, super, super cute. Let me see. Can you see them over here? But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.